It was a point in time of my life and our lives where we wanted to have a new home, but the question was, would I go out and buy a new place, or would we use our existing space and try to craft something that we would love and enjoy? And so ultimately we did that. We went through that whole process of permitting and architectural design. We decided to go with VictorEric in terms of the interior design and build. The renovation path was, it was pretty clear for us, because if we were to build new, as superficial as it is, we'd lose the driveway because of just the city regulations and the permitting. So that's why we really considered renovation. The concept here was because we have 2 units, right? So one for the other family, for my parents, and one over here for ourselves. There were a couple things very high level that I think we wanted to have as part of the home. One being the theater room for this particular unit, and on the main unit, they wanted a sauna and an accordion door for the patio. We wanted to have a common space where if we had barbecues or just a common area, they have a section, they have a patio door actually that fully opens. And it really opens up their space and their side, and it makes it feel like it flows right into the outside. Typical duplexes have a straight divider down the middle, a lot easier to build. Because of the character retention and the design, the duplex actually, there's above us directly is actually the other unit. It's one of the bedrooms for the other unit. So it's kind of like a jigsaw. When you go around, you'll see that the design of this is unlike any other typical duplexes that you'll see in Vancouver. If you look upstairs as well, the vaulted ceilings, they're actually higher than they typically would be. This project was unique, and that's why I would say that we're very proud, like our family is very proud. The build quality, that's the #1 thing. We don't want to have a home where things are breaking down in a couple years and having to do maintenance on it to that extent. I think that's the #1 thing that our family really appreciates. If you go ahead and knock on the door casings, stomp on the floor, like this is a solid house that'll last for 100 years. Another thing that really stood out is really, you can tell from the interior finish. When they were walking us through the design phases, they made material selections, and I trusted their team. And now that everything's come together, it's incredibly beautiful. If you look at whether it be the wood finishes or the color, or even how the appliances come together, right? They enabled us to really love the space that we're in. One of the things as to why we actually picked VictorEric was their systems that they had in place. As part of the project, you get a weekly update from the project manager. Every week we look forward to the pictures and to the update, so we knew how things were progressing. Oftentimes we'd meet on site as well with the VictorEric team, and they were very patient, very gracious, very kind with their time. Instead of sending an email and having everything lost in the email chain, it's like, hey, just come on site, let's have a discussion. It was a very human experience. I think that's how I'd characterize it. Like, we were talking to people that actually cared about their work and what the ultimate product was. And so when you have the customers and the builders and the designers who share that same vision and want to have something that they can showcase to the world, I think you end up with good things, and you can look around for yourself and you'll see what it looks like. I think having VictorEric there to shepherd us through and figure out things together was very important, and so we're very thankful to have met them and to have engaged them in this process. We're very happy with the result.